Hello, this is Reza from Visual Components, and in this tutorial we will learn how to create a custom machine in process modeling. To be able to do this tutorial, you will need Visual Components Professional or Premium version 4.2. This video is a continuation of process modeling tutorial on introducing a new flow group. So for this purpose, let's import a machine body. I'll use my default settings and place the machine in a proper place, and let's explode the geometry to have some structure and export the door links. First door and the second door. So by clicking on the first door, we'll go to make the door a transitional in +X. You can see also the direction is shown with the red arrow, and the name of the joint is door. Let's create a new servo and put minimum and maximum value of the door to be 0 to 550. And the second door is a transitional follower in -X. Let's do a test using interact tool. Maybe we can also assign some colors to make our machine look a bit nicer. So I'll assign this light orange the color here, and the process place could be a little bit like in the middle. We will have no more joints in this machine. It will be a static base. So that looks like a good place. In next step, let's create 3 frames for the machine. As you can see in the template machine we have here, the process location approach for the robot, and then resource location for human. So let's go on the modeling tab to features and create the first frame. Let's locate it somewhere in front of the machine. That will be the place that human will actually, or any AGV other resource will bring the part to the machine, and we'll name this frame to be resource location. Checking the coordinate system with object, we'll put the X to be forward. That's where the human or AGV is facing. And the second frame will be named process location. As you can understand from the naming, it could have any other name as you prefer, but of course it could be better to have it something that makes sense. So it's the place that the process will happen inside this machine, and we'll put it on the main plate, and X facing forward. And the third frame is basically the place that robot will start to approach this process location. Let's put it on somewhere that is almost correct, so that robot will be going there before going to the process location. Let's, by eyeballing, put it in a good place and name it to process location, then approach, and it could also have approach _1, _2, etc. found automatically by the robot controller. Now that we have the 3 frames ready, let's add a container behavior where the part will be contained after coming from the resource and from here to the resource again. __hide __ will hide the properties of this behavior. Then we can also add some statistics. It's not compulsory, but anyway, it's good to add the statistics, and let's create the default states, and that's good to go. In next step, we will add the process modeling behaviors. Let's add first the transport node, that is the location of the node for the process in this machine, and we'll add the container created already, and the visual position is our process location frame which we created. Then the default product position frame is also the process location, and the resource position is the resource location. So the frames we created are used to place the node inside the machine. Then in next step, we'll add a process executor and add this transport node to be the transport node property of this process executor. Then let's go to the component container and add the statistics to it, and we are good to go. By clicking on process tab and then processes, you will see that the other components have some labels, and our machine doesn't include any process yet. So let's click on the node and then the green plus sign. So the process 1 is created, and we'll rename it to my milling. For example, you could also add any other name as you wish. So let's add now some statements, and the first statement will be the statistics to be idling, and that means that we are waiting for the part to arrive and then transport in the part. Then in next step we'll add a delay of 1 second. Then we'll go to close the doors, so we'll add a statement move joint, and the controller is servo, the joint is door. The value, if you remember, is 550, and the motion time 1 second that the door closes. Then let's add the statement for statistics to be busy. In next step, we'll add the process time as a delay. We could leave it to be 10 seconds or then go to modeling tab and create a distribution property naming it to process time or some other name, and the quantity is time in seconds, and we'll put it 5 seconds. Now let's go back to process tab and click on this delay, setting it as an expression to be process time. We could also have some math here, but we'll just maybe leave it as it is. Now let's open the machine doors using the move joint statement, servo controller as the controller, and then door as the joint, value to 0, and opening the door in 1 second. Now that we are waiting for the resource to come and pick up the part, the state of the machine is blocked. And then we'll transport out the part, and using the default properties for the transport out. Beautiful, our masterpiece is ready. Let's take it somewhere nice in the layout and arrange the components in a way that now our machine has some space. So the box feeder can come here, and then the conveyor a bit to right. Okay, that's too close to the machine. Let's bring the box feeder a little bit more to the right, and the exit conveyor a bit more. Yeah, okay, that looks like a good arrangement. So in this step, we will change the flow in a way that our product goes from the first machine to our customized machine, have another process, and then be delivered to the waiting box. Let's click on flow, and then on flow group 1, modifying the flow sequence, deleting the 2 conveyor flow, and then the link between small turning and the 2 conveyor. Then let's choose the labels to create a link from small turning to MyMilling and then to 2 conveyor, and using the robot as implementer. Now it's time to test what we just did. The cube is created, box is waiting over there, the cube goes to the first machine, and then to the second, customized, finished, to the box. Yes, beautiful. That concludes our video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.